Sometimes if I want you to think, I'm going to have you touch your head. I'm doing the same things you're doing. If I want you to look, I'm going to go like this. These are your signals. If I want you to listen, touch our ear here as we go through. Great job. You're ready to go. Today, I was noticing that sometimes authors write books, and sometimes we as authors write things, and we could go back and we could add more information. And there's ways we add information. If we have a lot of information, sometimes we will add a whole page. Sometimes, if we're adding information, just adding one word or maybe two words, so we add something called a caret. And sometimes when we have more than one or two words, but we don't need a whole page, we add something called a flag. Now that is how we add the information. We have to begin to think about what information we're going to add. When we are thinking about our pieces, or today we're thinking about the pieces in this book, we're going to be thinking about, thinking, maybe I could add things about what their arms or legs are doing. Or, maybe I could add things about what their feet or arms and hands, feet or legs. You know, it's always good to see a teacher make mistakes because we always make mistakes too, don't we? Yeah. And we just fix them up and go on. So we can look at our arms and our hands, our feet and our legs. How about our head and head or face? So we'll think about what their head or their face are doing. I'm going to read through, and then we're going to go back. And you're going to help me write some of the things in here. So let's read through the book first. This is called Zoo Looking. And sometimes I will have you read along with me, but when I read right now, you're just going to be good listeners. Can you show me that you're going to listen? Great job. One day, Flora went to the zoo. She looked at the giraffe, and the giraffe looked back. She looked at the panther with its coat of silky black. She looked at the tiger, and the tiger looked back. She looked at the snake as it slithered through a crack. She looked at the penguin, and the penguin looked back. She looked at the monkey as its baby got a smack. She looked at the ostrich, and the ostrich looked back. She looked at the zebra, whose tail went whack. She looked at the koala, and the koala looked back. She looked at the bear as it gobbled up a snack. She looked at the gorilla, and the gorilla looked back. She looked at the camel with its humps upon its back. She looked at the elephant next to the yak. She smiled at her dad, and her dad smiled back. Let's go back to the first page because, you know, I'm thinking right here where Flora's going to the zoo, we can add a page and we can think about what her hand is doing. And I think we're going to say here, she held her dad's hand tightly. Now, what I need is I need some people to come up and help me write this. We're going to do our practice writing up over here, and then when we're ready to go, we're going to write it down here. So let's count the words first. She, space, held, space, her, space, dad, space, hand, space, tightly. How many words do we have? 6. Very good. And we have spaces between them. So very quickly, I'm thinking of the word she, and I'm thinking of the word she, sh-e. If you know how many sounds, can you show me with your fingers I'm hearing? Stretch them out. If you would like to come up and write the letters that make the sound sh. And I'm sorry, I don't know your names. What 2 letters make the sound sh? Can you do it? If you can tell me, come up and write the letter that would be here. Sh, E. Come up and do that. Can you write it right down here for us? She. All right. Let's go back and let's count on her hand. She held. I need the word held. Let's see if we can stretch it out with the sounds. Hold. Let's do it again. Put your arm out. Hold. How many sounds am I hearing? Can you show me with your fingers? That makes the first sound. Can you come up? Right back here on the page. You know what? You may know another one, but we'll give someone else a turn. Let's check it here. Help me. You know what? Sometimes it is sounds like that. Those are really tricky. But let's listen. Let's look at our chart here. Is it like an apple or is it more like an egg? More like an egg. So let's, and I have my magic tape here. Let's go ahead and change that. Good job. Thank you. Okay. What sound do you hear? Send me the sound first. Ooh, what letter are you going to write that would make that sound? And while you're up here, can you help me with the last one? You know what? Show her that she needs a space. Put a space up here for her. And you put a space and can you write this word right over there? She held, let's see, she, space, held, space, her. You know, I'm going to write the word her. But if you know it or know some letters, can you write it on the ceiling up there? Reach up, write it on the ceiling. Write it high. H-E-R. Better erase it from the ceiling. You don't want Dr. Pocious to get mad at us. Okay, let's write it once more on the ceiling. Erase it. Okay. All right. So it's all gone. Can you help me read what we have so far? She held her. She held space. Her space. Dad's. Dad. Let's start out with the word dad. Dad. And you know, that's a word you have on your word wall. So can you write it as quick as you can on the floor? Write it on the floor. T. Erase it up. Erase it up. Write it again. T. T. Why don't you spell it as you write it? Erase it. Write it again. T. Turn to someone sitting next to you and spell it to them. Okay. Turn to me. I need some help. I need some help here. Writing the word dad right down here. Would you like to come up? You know, while she's writing it, let's spell it for her like a monster. D-A-D. Let's whisper it. D. You know what we're going to do? This is in the middle of our sentence, and that is a D. We need a lowercase d, so I'm going to put the magic tape here. Change that big or uppercase D to a lowercase d. Good. Now, you know, I don't think I'm done here. I don't think I'm done because it said she held her dad hand. Does that sound right? No. So let's go back and let's say she held her dad's. We need a letter, but we need something else. We need something called an apostrophe. Now, a comma's down low. Can you make a comma down low? But when we do an apostrophe, it's up high. So we go. Okay, make a comma for me down low. Sound up high for the apostrophe. Okay, that's what we need. We need that high one. We need that apostrophe. Who could come up and make that up high for me? Can you do that? Make that up high for me. You know, while you're up here, do you hear the sound that would go on the end? Let's read it. She held her dad's hand. You know, I know and is a word we probably all know. Can we write it right in front of you? Spell it for me. A-N-D. Spell it like a teacher would. Sit up straight. Spell it like a teacher for me. A-N-D. If I could spell and, I could probably spell hand. How would I change hand into and? If you know whisper to your partner, what do I have to do? 1, 2, 3. Eyes back on me.
Eyes on you.
Give yourself a thumbs up. Will you whisper how I would do that? What letter do I have to change? I'm hearing an H. If I have to put the H over here, will you give me a thumbs up? If I don't, put your thumbs down. If I have to add the H over here, thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay, I'm seeing thumbs up on the H. She held her dad's hand, H-A-N-D, tightly. Let's start out with tight. How many sounds do we hear? T. I am hearing. If you know the letter that would make the t sound at the beginning, will you write it on your hand? If you know that letter, will you whisper in your partner's you know that letter? Can you come up and write it for me at the beginning? I'm going to ask you a question. Do you hear the same letter at the end or a different letter? Okay, we hear the same sound. So we hear that same letter at the end. Now I'm going to show you something tricky because can you whisper the sound we have to I? It is an I sound, but you know what? All those letters make the I sound in the word tight. And I just know that because I've been a good reader and I read aloud. So sometimes you're going to see the I-G-H and you're going to know. You're going to remember that it makes the sound I. So this says tight, but I want it tightly. So I'm going to add an L. She held her father's hand tightly. I'm going to use your word, my word. Okay, and I need someone to come up and point so we can read. Would you like to be the pointer? Can we all read in a really, let's make it a really soft voice. Not quite a whisper voice, but a soft voice. She held her dad's hand tightly. I need something at the end to show me to stop. Not an exclamation mark, because we're not really excited or scared here. We need something called a period. You want to come up and do it? And let's make a period mark. Boink! Boink! Like a period mark. Boink! Over here. Can you make a period mark for us? Okay, great. I'm going to take this down, and I'm going to add this page right to where we said we needed a page. You're really helping Addie to this book here. I know. Thank you for holding it so nice. Can you keep holding it just for a minute? Okay, I got my page added here. Thank you.
Whoa.
Okay, so that's done. So, I'm going to leave this book and when your teachers read it, but I said we could add a page or we could add a caret. And a caret is only when we have one small word. So she looked at the panther, and when the panther slowly goes up and down, we say maybe it will pace. And I'm going to show you what pace means. Pace means to walk. Can you show me with your fingers and pretend like you're pacing with your fingers? Pace. Very good. Pace is one word here. And I'm thinking, pump, a, how many sounds? Stretch it out. Use bubble gum, stretch it out. If you know how many sounds, show me with your fingers. Count them out. I'm seeing 3, and you're right. A. Okay. Who could come up, and someone that has not had a turn yet, and write the first sound, the letter that makes the sound in pace. Can you do that back here?
Dark green.
Dark green, and the dark green. And you'll be next. I'll let you go next. Okay. Do you hear the middle sound? Okay. The letter that makes the sound A. this is tricky here because sometimes a sound is what letter? I'm hearing S, and sometimes it is a C. I know in PACE it is a C. So I'm going to fill that in, but you know what else?
What makes it's an E?
There's an E at the end there too. There's a silent E at the end.
It makes a vowel.
If you are thinking that I could put a caret right there, will you show me a thinking sign? Think. Put your hands going there. Thinking a caret. This is a caret, which means we're going to stick it right in there. But I have to write the word here. Look at the word paste. If you could write it on this slip of paper, will you show me with your hands? Try to come right over here. Paste. Put it over here. I'm going to find my page that I want to put it in. I'm going to go back to my page. Going to need another piece of tape to do that. Now, if it was my writing, I would write the caret here, but I don't want to write the caret inside the book and ruin the book, so I just put the caret on the little piece of paper here. We would just kind of write it in. All right, let's read it with our new word in here. She looked at the panther pace with its coat of silky black. Okay, so that's what its legs and feet are doing. Here's another one that I thought maybe we could add a flap here. I'm going to do a lot of the writing here, but you're going to have to do quite a bit of the thinking. Look at Flora's arms. Look at Flora's arms. They sort of look like the penguin's arms. But you know, if I didn't know what a penguin looked like, I couldn't say she looked like a penguin. You would have to make a picture in my mind. So I'm trying to think of a word that would show me here what her arms are doing. So if I said flap, can you show me what flap would look like with your arms? Okay, I'm getting a good picture in my mind what Dora is doing, Laura's doing with her arms. You know, Dora, I was with my little granddaughter and she loves Dora and I just have Dora in my mind. She looked at the penguin. How about if we put, she flapped her arms and, does that make sense there? Well, let's read it. Let me see if I can write it in there. And we'll stick it in there on a flap.
You could like turn the flap like that so you could like look at the evidence.
Good idea. Okay, let me write it down and then we'll practice that way and see if it works out. If it doesn't, we'll just fix it, won't we? She flapped. Show me flapped so I know what it looks like. Her arms and that's what we need to add. And I don't need all this flap because it is too long. You just need a little tiny piece. And I'm going to add it over here. Oops, my page is coming off. We'll just fold it back in and find the page we need and we'll fix that in a minute. Okay, put it there. And let's see. She flapped her arms and looked at the penguin, and the penguin looked back. Boy, now I have a much better idea of what Dora is doing. Laura is doing with her arms and her hands. Okay. You know, I think we could remember when we are writing that we can add a page, we can add a carrot, or we can add a flag. And we can think, show me your thinking, we can think about arms and hands, feet and legs, head and face. If you can do that, can you show me with the flashing light? Can you do your own writing? Very good. Thanks a lot. Let's pat our brain. You did a really good job. Boys and girls, you were excellent. Thank you so much for your